Tonight we're going to go through Kihon Daiichi. Now, Kihon Daiichi is a drill. The katas really start from cipher and go through from there. Geksai is half a very basic drill, sort of looking like a kata, but you don't start really till cipher. Kihon Daiichi is very basic. It's in a H pattern. And over the years in some dojos, it's been thrown away. Tell you a little story, probably 5-6 years ago or even more, one of my students went to Sensei Higuana's dojo in Okinawa. And this was 2 days before Okinawa was going to have a big karate festival. And she went to Sensei Higuana's dojo 2 days before in the evening. And a lot of the black belts were talking, we've got to do Kihon Daiichi at this open day festival. And they had not been taught it. It's been dropped out of the curriculum. And yet the Okinawan Federation of Martial Arts wanted everybody to do the Kihon Daiichi. There were going to be hundreds of people in the street doing Kihon Daiichi. I guess they picked that because if you're white belt, green belt or black belt, you can all participate in it. So they didn't know how to do it. And luckily, I think for them, that my 2 students had gone along 2 days before the event, and they proceeded to teach them Kihon Daiichi once more. So they had to put it back in the curriculum. So I believe some dojos have let it go. I myself, I've always practiced it. It's a nice little drill before you get into the complicated kata. So we're going to go through Kihon Daiichi. I like to teach it my students before the Geksai. Ush. So we start with the feet together. Kyosuke, right? We go into Musubidachi. Okay, now the first move is a whip of the hips. A lot of people will do this. They'll go very straight like that. It's not. Remember Taisabake. What we do is to whip around from here, whip to the side. So Dwayne's going to do the kata and I'll show you the points as we go along. So, ish. Now what we're in is Zen Kutsudachi. There's only 2 stances, Zen Kutsudachi and Sanchin. Now he tightens his stomach and he comes up to a punch to the stomach with a tight stomach into Sanchin. Knee. Good. Now from here, again, people will do this. They'll put the leg back and they'll go and bring the arm around that. Very, very rigid. What we have to do is get a whip off the hip as you come through. Okay, that's what we're trying to do. I go back and the hand comes back, but I get a twist off the hip as I turn around. That's what we're trying to achieve. So from here, he does a nice twist-ish, and then he steps through Sanshin again. Knee. Good. Still on the twist. I'll just come to the front here. Still on the twist. Yosh. Still on the twist. All we're going to do from here is put the foot out. We're going down the room now. Bring the hand across the body, but it's not going to stop there. Don't make it 1, 2 like that. Okay, it comes in 1. Can you see how I twisted the hip again? I came from here, down, smooth, twist it out. Ish. Good. Now, 3 Sanshin and Chudansuki. We come through. Yosh. Now we're going to go 3/4 of the way round. Right round to this angle. Okay, with a Gedan Barai. So, from here, I push the hand across a little bit and that'll help me get a whip off the hip again. Did you see that? I don't do this. All very tight, okay? I want to get a nice whip from the Sanchin. There. Ish. Good. Now, Jodan Uke. I raise this hand and come through with Jodan Uke. This is 45 into the corner. Now, this hand will do a Gedan Barai, and again, I just put my leg out and throw it down. It's a whip again, look, down to here. Yosh. And as on 45 angle again, and as I come through from my Zenkutsu Dachi, yosh, into this. Now this is what Sensei Higuana used to call the climax of the drill. Okay, you just put your foot in a straight line, not very far, because you want to be in Sanchin when you turn. What most people do is they'll put the foot forward and they'll be in Zenkutsu Dachi, or they put the foot too far and the Sanchin is too wide. So it's not much of a move across, very small. Hey! It's your first ki, and it's a strong move. You put your hips into it, you can feel it strong. The hands coming down, it's shooting the fist out. Hey! Hey! Now we're in Gakusuki, okay, and it's Sanchin. Can you see how I'm twisting my hips? I'm not straight like this. Twist of the hip for that extra 2 inches that Gakusuki gives you. Okay, I'll move through, twist. Move through, twist. Move through, twist. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn right round again into this 45-degree angle here. It's a long rush. Okay, so it comes back to here, and we're trying to get this leg far across. A lot of people will do this look. Because we're in Sanchin, they'll put the foot across, and when they turn, they're in a very short Hanzenkutsu Dachi or even less. And that's because they didn't put the leg further back, like that. Okay, the leg has to go back, drive it through. And again, we get the hip to twist that arm through, lock it in. Let's try one more time. Try and get those whippy taisabaki moves. Yosh. Now we come through. Sanchin is the stance we're going through. Striking to the head. There. Good. Now this is 45. We're going to go to the other 45 with just a little turn again, and I get a whip off the hip into Zenkutsu Dachi. So from here, try bring it back and drive it down. And then from here we come through. This is your second ki into Sanchin. Up to the face. Yosh. Now, the next move is Yame. And you know what? This can spoil your whole kata if you do this. And that's what a lot of people do. They might do a nice kata and then they go, bring in this arm in a big circle. What was described to me in your yoga dojo was like a bird folding in its wing. There. I'm still looking that way. I'm still looking that way. Push it down, and then I look forward. So, this is what people do. They raise the elbow, they bring the hand round, and then they raise their elbows again and push down that way. Reminds me like they're trying to stop oil from coming out of a pipe. Like that, it's wrong. It should be smooth and swift. And 45. Can you see that angle is on a 45, coming back towards the body and down. It's not suddenly like this. So don't do this. Don't do a nice drill and then go like that. Okay? Shoulders down, smooth, looking that way, down, look forward, and then bring your feet together. Push. So we'll just run through it one more time together. Okay, so Kyosuke, ready, yo, one move at a time. Kihon Daiichi.
Kihon Daiichi.
Ish, ni, san, shi, go, smooth on the hips. Rock, chi, chi. Ju, Ish, Ni, Kia, Ish, Ni, San, Shi, Go, Rock, Kia, Yame is smooth, still looking at your opponent, bring them hands on that 45. Look forward and close your hands with the feet. Us.
Us.
よし。